These are the fluffier, tender, and tastier burger buns that you'll ever see. And today, I'm going to show you how to bake them. Good morning, everyone. Today we are making burgers. Well, we are making burger buns or burger rolls, or someone they call them slider buns, or the name that you want. But today we are making burgers. The bun and also the sandwich later on the video. Of course, you can skip right now to the end of the video, but don't miss these buns. Okay, the oven is preheated at 180 degrees Celsius, and I am about to bake these fully proofed burger buns. And then I'll show you how to make this dough and the buns too. And at the same time, I'm going to bake this bacon so we can make this really crispy bacon for the sandwich. Okay, so let's go first to the oven with the burger buns. Wow, ready to be baked. Okay, let's go. Burger buns. There they go. And also the bacon that goes down there, which is going to give some kind of excellent, beautiful bacony smell to the burger buns. Okay, 180 degrees Celsius and around 15 minutes. And I'll be checking what's going on. So, in the meanwhile, while this is going baked al vivo, live, I'm going to show you the recipe. This is the recipe that we are going to make today. It's really easy and it's really, really fluffy. Here's the recipe. Remember that you can download my app free for Android and iPhone. It is called Gluten Morgan's Baker's Percentage. And then you can add this recipe to the app. Good. Okay, so let's start with the recipe, which is really, really good, easy, and fast. And you can make it the same day if you want. So these are the ingredients. I have some all-purpose flour, some milk, water, sugar, egg whites, not the whole egg, just egg whites, yeast, salt, and some butter. So I'll be using the mixer. Of course, you can do this with your own hands, but with the mixer, it's faster. Good. So let me prepare the mixer. As usual, I'm using the hook, the paddle, sorry, I'm not using the hook, you know me. I don't like too much the hook. I rather prefer this, the paddle. So in the bowl, I'll put the flour. And there she goes. Now, sugar, salt, the yeast. Today I'm not using sourdough starter, but of course you could use it if you want. And now I'll go with the egg whites. Excellent. I prepare the machine, and here I have milk, water, and butter. The butter is the last ingredient that I'm going to add. First, I need to develop the dough. So, I'll start at low speed. I'll start adding the milk or the water. The milk and also the eggs or the egg whites are the secret to get a very moist and very fluffy dough. That's why we use milk instead of water. We're using a little bit of water too, but if you want, you can use this instead of the water. You can use it with more milk if you want. But the recipe is okay. This is a really easy bread to do. Not only for burgers, you can use this for everything you want, for sandwiches or just to eat it. You can also make with this dough an excellent sandwich loaf in a tin. You can also use it in a tin. It works perfectly for sandwich. I've even made with this dough cinnamon buns or cinnamon rolls. Yes, when the dough is ready, you stretch it, and then you put the butter with the cinnamon, the sugar, and you make some excellent cinnamon rolls. Incredible. Or pepperoni rolls too. It is really easy. Okay, the dough is almost like a dough. No? Now we have a dough. So when everything is well mixed, it's time to add the butter. So here it goes. The butter should be at room temperature. It could be cold, but better if you use it at room temperature. Okay, so I add the butter now. And this is what makes this dough an enriched dough. They call it enriched dough because this dough is the difference between regular dough and this kind of doughs is that this kind of dough has butter, milk, eggs, sugar. So that's why it's an enriched dough. So when you make enriched dough or brioche dough, which is almost the same, you add the butter later. If you add the butter at the beginning, the kneading is going to last longer. So that's why I add always the butter when the dough is almost done. Okay, so it's looking good. And as I said, this dough is really handy. You can do whatever you want with this dough. It is super easy, super tender. And the good thing of this dough is that we are not going to proof it or ferment it twice, just one time. Yes, most of the doughs, when you take it out of the mixer, you put it in a bowl and let them rise till it doubles in size. Of course, you can do this. You can also take this dough to the fridge and make an overnight fermentation. It works, it's good too. But if you don't have too much time and you're preparing this, for example, for dinner, you can start in the evening with this dough because you don't have to make 2 fermentations. So you just take this dough out of the bowl. That's what I'm going to do now. And then put it, and then divide it and make the balls or whatever I'm doing. Maybe I'm doing a sandwich loaf or the cinnamon rolls that I already told you. So it is really easy, that's the thing. And another important thing about mixing with the machine that I always receive these kind of questions is how much time should I mix the dough? There's no time. It depends on the flour that you're using, wherever you are, the temperature, the hydration, and the machine. So there's no exact time. What you need to look for is that the dough looks shiny and you have some gluten development. You can make the window, and I'm going to stretch it now in a few seconds and check how is this window, if it's working or not. When it's translucent, then that means that the dough is fully mixed. So there's no time, an exact time. Of course, it will be 10, 15 minutes, but there's no right time. So it's better to do it by the eyes rather than with your watch. Okay? Good. The dough is coming good. I'll let it just 1 minute there, and I'll check the buns. Oh, they are looking gorgeous. And the bacon, good too. I can smell the bacon. Excellent, coming out good, and the buns are getting good. The oven is an electric oven, and it has a fan. It's a convection oven. It has a fan in it, so I am using it. If you don't have a convection oven, it's okay too. But they're looking gorgeous, and the bacon too. Sandwich is going to be incredible. Okay, let me check the dough. I think it's almost ready. It is really fast. Excellent. So let me prepare the things that I need. Here's a tray that I'm going to use, a scale, this for cutting. Okay. Let's check the dough. Good. That's how it is. Okay. So yes, have at the end. I think we need just 1 more minute. But this is what I wanted to show you. I can't wait there. This is a window. This is the window pane that we are looking for. If we stretch it, and we get, it's good. No, it's good. That's what we're looking for. It should be translucent, and it doesn't have to tear apart that easy. Okay, now it's tearing apart, but as you can see, we have a beautiful window pane. This is the gluten network, the gluten development that I'm always talking about. So this is what you need to find out. Okay, I'll leave it just 1 more minute, and we are done. As I said, it's really easy. And if you are interested in knowing more about bread or sourdough, there's my masterclass in sourdough bread that you can check if you want today. I'll leave you here the link. And there's also another interesting masterclass that I did with my friend in England, Richard Bertinet, where he's making some kind of dough like this one. It is a sweet dough, and I also did sourdough, and these both doughs are in this new masterclass that you can also check here in the link. Don't miss it. Okay, I think the dough is almost ready. Let me put it at maximum speed, just 1 minute more. The smell of the bacon is incredible. I just can't wait for the final of the video. I hope I could record the grand finale of this video first, rather than baking the bread, but it's part of everything. Okay, so dough is ready. Okay, beautiful dough. This dough is so versatile. Remember, you can do whatever you want. The thing with the burger buns, or this smaller, today, since I'm making smaller burger buns, they should call them, oh no, I know that you call them slider buns or slider burger buns. The sliders is because they, as I heard about this history of the sliders, is that they used to slide them on top of the bar, the restaurant. So that's why they slide these small sandwiches, small burger sandwiches. So that's the origin of the name. I think so. If there is another origin, please write me in comments and I'll see it later. Thank you. Okay, so the dough is ready. Let me do the final stretching like my friend Richard Bertinet, as I always say. And this dough is really easy because we don't have to wait. I just took it out of the mixing bowl, and now I'm going to divide it and make the rolls or the burger buns instantly. No first fermentation. Of course you can do it, but it's not necessary. We'll do just the 2 fermentations at the same time on the tray. Let me turn the scale on, and they're going to weigh 80 grams. 80 grams is a good weight. A burger bun, the bigger burger bun, should weigh around 100 and 120 grams. So that's why it's bigger, and they don't go one another of the other. They don't go all together. You put them in separate molds. Today I'm going to put them all together in the same tray, so they're going to touch themselves. That's why these are rolls or sliders. Okay, and 80 grams is okay, but today I'm going to make it 65 grams. It's unit grams. Okay, 65 is the weight. 80 grams, it's okay, but 65 is going to be better. Good, it's 100, 65, and I'm going to make 9 rolls. I think so. 2. Oh, they're coming. Ooh, they're getting golden brown. Good. Let me check on them, how they're looking. Maybe I have to turn them over. Oh, wow, they're really beautiful. 3 minutes. Oh, that's beautiful. And the bacon, bacon's smelling incredible. Okay, wait for 3 minutes. I'll continue with this. 65 grams. Okay. I'm prepared for the final sandwich. It's going to be, it's going to be spicy because I'm going to use this red bell peppers, organic red bell peppers from my backyard. Later. Good. 65. There. 82. Okay. 4 things. 7, 8. What? Again, I change there. 63. And here I have the last one. a bit smaller, and take from this a bit and this just a little bit. Thank you. This and you. There. Good. 9. Okay. 2 minutes. Wow. Okay, let's start making the balls. It is really easy. There are 2 ways. You can do it with your hand, straight with your hand, giving some tension like this. The secret is to give it tension on the top of the bun, which is going to be the crown of the bun. It shouldn't have any mark, anything. It should be really, really like this. A lot of tension. The other way to do it, you can smash it a little bit and then do like a bowl in French, like when you're making this round bread like this. You make stitches there and then you flip it over and then you just give it the final tension. Good. 2. Let's go with both 3 and 4 at the same time. There. 2 more. And we're all doing this at the same time. It's going to be super synchronized. 2 more. 1 minute left. The smell of the bacon is incredible. Okay. Last dough. And now I'm going to put them here on a tray with a parchment paper. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Oh, wait a second. 3. 1, 2, and 3. Take a look at them. Beautiful. But this is not yet over. Okay, let me take them out of the oven. Wow, 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 wow. Oof. Wow, take a look at this. I'll take on the bacon in a few seconds. Take a look at this. They're gorgeous. And at the same time, here you have the other burger buns, or sliders, or slider buns, or dinner rolls, or whatever's the name. Beautiful. Whoa, don't go. And now, I'm going to do what I did before in this one. So now you can check the difference of the sizes. It's the same weight, same amount of buns, it's the same. They went to the oven when they doubled in size. But first, since we're not going to let them proof, or we're going to proof it just one time, not in a bulk fermentation, I'm going to brush them with egg wash. Egg wash is just 1 part of egg and 1 part of milk. Mix it, and then you paint or brush the buns with this. A brush, and this way I'm going to cover them and protect them while they grow. Because if you paint or brush the bread when they are fully proofed, then you can degas it, and that's not what we are looking for. So it's a little bit dangerous to brush them when they are fully proofed. So it's better to do this when they're just shaped. Okay, let me do this with this one. The last one. There. And now what you have to do when you have this is to let them rise till they double in size. It depends on the amount of it's hot. It depends on the amount of yeast and the temperature, of course. At a room temperature, here you have the temperature, it's going to take around between an hour and 2. Maybe a little bit more, a little bit less. Depends on the kind of yeast that you're using. I used fresh yeast. So fresh yeast is faster than instant yeast. And the usage of the instant yeast is 1 gram of instant yeast equals 3 grams of fresh yeast. So the fresh yeast is a little bit faster, so it depends on which temperature you are. If you're in winter, maybe use fresh yeast, and if you're in summer, you could use instant yeast so you can control the fermentation. So here you have both breads again. Take a look again. They're gorgeous, ready, super easy and fast to do. Now I need to do one more thing with the bacon. Here comes the bacon. Wow. Oh, the smell is incredible. Take a look at the color of this bacon. Crispy. Wow. But I'm going to do one more thing with this, which is going to be really delicious. I'm going to glaze them with maple syrup or honey. You could use honey. But today I'm using maple syrup. There. Ooh. If you could smell this bacon, wow, it's really smoky. Okay, so I use another pencil like this. A brush. Wow, gorgeous. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Take a look at this. Wow. The buns. So I think we are ready to make those burgers. Okay, so here I have the meatballs because today we're making smash burgers. This is beef, 70% lean and 30% fat. That's the secret to get out the best taste that you can get out of a beef. Then we're going to put some onion powder, some garlic powder, and salt. But before I start with the burgers, take a look at the buns. I let them cooling down here for a few seconds. And look how fluffy and gorgeous they are. Take a look at this. Wow. They're almost like a cloud. I think I could sleep on them. Beautiful. Take a look at this. Wow. It's beautiful. I love to make this bread. Take a look at this. Wow. So we're making these sliders or burgers with this bread. Wow. Okay. Let it cool down for a little bit more, and I have to prepare two things. As I first said, these are going to be spicy hot burgers. So I'm going to mince a few of these red bell peppers for the better taste of this burger. Good. Get smaller one. That's too much. This one, I think with two of these, it's okay. So first I'll remove the seeds. Remove the seeds. There. And then I keep the seeds for making new plants in my backyard. That's how I started. I just started with one of this, and now I have a ceiling. Good. Two. Let me get the seeds of this. So, okay. There. Now I'm going to chop them in small pieces, like this. They smell really, really good because they are hot, but not that hot. They're hot, but really tasty at the same time. There's no need to suffer with this. But if you want to use some other kind of peppers, okay. Jalapeno peppers or, I don't know, habanero. There are many kinds of different peppers. Okay, good. So, peppers done. And another thing that I'm going to do is mayonnaise. Homemade mayonnaise, but it's not mayonnaise. It's homemade lactonese. Have you ever heard about that? It's like a mayonnaise, but without eggs. So I'm using just oil and milk. And here I have both ready. And the proportions are 1 part of milk and 2 parts of oil. You can use corn oil, sunflower oil. Do not use olive oil because it's too strong. So try to keep it with a neutral oil as this one, corn oil. Okay, so here's the mixer. And in the mixing bowl, I'll put the milk, the oil, there, and a little pinch of salt. If you want, you can also add a garlic clove here, and it's delicious, but not today. I'm going to add something else in a few seconds. Okay, some salt there. And I go with the mixer. Like this, really easy. What we're doing is to emulsionate the milk and the oil. And I think it's done. Wow. Instant mayonnaise or lactonese. Beautiful texture. Take this out. And I'll put this on a bowl. In a bowl. Yep. This here. The texture is beautiful. And this is really easy to do. As you see, it took me, what? 5 seconds. There. And now, put on this. And the texture is really beautiful. Take a look at it. Okay. Beautiful texture. Because the sauces in a hamburger are really key, are really important. So that's, if you make a homemade sauce, it's beautiful. Take a look at this. This mayo, it's better than and the other one. You know which ones I'm talking about. Excellent. So, this is not yet finished. I'm going to add the secret ingredient. Sweet chili. Just a little touch of sweet chili. Organic sweet chili that a friend of mine makes. Just a touch there. Woo! Well, too much maybe. Now let me mix this. Take a look at this. Whoa. Beautiful. Okay, nice color. So now, yes, we are ready to start with the burgers. Let me clean this up and we do it. Burger time. So here is my griddle, which I am preheating not too much at the beginning because the first thing that I have to do is to toast the bun. I know this is really recently baked, but I want to toast it from the inside. So let me open it up and let's check the crumb. Oh, this is so tender and fluffy. Wow. Good. So let's check the crumb. Wow, beautiful. Oh, it's still warm. So what I have here is some melted butter or like cream butter that I'm going to brush the inside of the bread to make it golden on the griddle. Little bit of butter there. Never toast a burger bun from the outside. Never do that. Or put it in the oven. Never. Just toast it on the inside. There. Oop, I hope it's not too hot. Otherwise, we'll get burnt bread. Okay, looking good. Good. There. Just a seconds. 3 seconds. And let's start with the burger. Wow. It's going to be a double burger today. Oh. Good. Almost done. This is really important, always to toast the bun on the inside. There. How's it looking? Oh, perfect. Good. Out. Wow. I'll prepare it here, because here's the bun. Here's where I'm going to prepare the sandwich. So, put it here, and in a few seconds, I'll start preparing the sandwich. Okay, so now fire is up. Good. And it's time to go with the beef, with the balls. And as I said, this is just meat. There are no kind of condiments, anything on it. They are not meatballs. Well, they are meatballs, but without onion, no garlic, no eggs, no breadcrumbs, nothing. Just meat. So, the secret, as I said, is 30%, but that's going to give a lot of taste to the burger. If you use the beef, which is too lean, it won't be that tasty. So I recommend to use more fat in your sandwich, which is going to melt here on the griddle. So, are you ready to smoke? Here I go. First ball there. Ooh. Second ball here. Good. So, remove this. And what I'm going to do now is to flat them or smash them with a smasher. And I put some parchment paper so it doesn't get stuck to the smasher. And here I go. Whoa. The secret is to make them really thin. As thin as you can. Okay, one.
You should go the other one.
Good. And two. Great. And now comes the onion powder and garlic powder. Of course, you can use many other spices, but with this, the taste is excellent. Sometimes I use shredded mushrooms that gives a lot of umami, but not today. This meat is excellent. Okay, and of course, some salt. See flakes here and some flakes here too. Looking good. Oh. Making burgers live. And now with the spatula, I need to I'm not yet going to flip it, just going to turn it around to get the best crust possible that I can. There, another one. And in a second, I'm going to flip them. Excellent. I need to prepare now the cheese. I have some American cheese or cheddar cheese, as I say. It's a cheese. I don't know if this is really cheese, but it melts incredible, and the taste that it gives to the burger is okay. If we are talking then cheese for something else, for another kind of sandwich, I shouldn't use this one. But for burgers, it is okay. So, time to flip them. Let's go with the first one. Whoa, and go. Here we go. Wow. Ooh, take a look at that color. That's all flavor. Another one. Woo! Excellent. Super caramelized meat. Now goes with the cheese. And let me prepare. Meanwhile, I'll move this here because the sandwich comes really fast. Let's prepare the sandwich. So here's the bun. Toasted bun. And I'm going to put the mayo that we did, the lactonese and the sweet chili, here on the top bun. Yes. Wow. A lot of it. Perfect. Not in the bottom. Now, one burger on top of the other one. Like this. Almost ready. And let's go. Let me turn this off. And we are almost done. Almost done. Wow. Let's go here. Ooh. Wow. Okay. Now comes the bacon. The crispy bacon with maple syrup. Go with one there. And the other one goes here. Like this. Wow. What do you think? And it's not yet finished. Don't forget the spicy, the hot red bell peppers. Oof. Is that too much? I don't know. And now let's crown the sandwich. Whoa. What do you think about this? Let me give you a closer look. Wow. What do you think about this? Told you so. Okay, and now comes the best part. For me, tasting. I can't believe it. I am going to taste this burger. This is my actual job. I couldn't have a better job. Wow. Time to taste it. Ooh, it is heavy. Take a look at this. Take a look at the bun. Take a look at the bun. It is so fluffy. It is like... it's like heaven. Okay, I'm going to try it. Here I go. Oh. This sauce is incredible. And the fact from this kind of meat and the bacon with the maple syrup and the bread. Take a closer at this sandwich. Okay. Well, I hope you do this at home too, because this is really tasty. And write me in comments what do you think about this mom. I'll see you on the next video. May the gluten be with you.